Well, Yellowstone is one of the country's most visited national parks, but social media rumors about the Yellowstone volcano on the verge of eruption are causing a lot of confusion online.
Imagine waking up one morning to find a brand new blue pool of boiling water where solid ground used to be. That's exactly what happened at Yellowstone National Park just a few months ago, and it's only the beginning of something incredible that scientists are discovering deep beneath our most famous park. What they're finding down there is changing everything we thought we knew about this sleeping giant. Picture this: you're standing on what looks like solid ground, but underneath your feet, there's a monster made of molten rock that's bigger than anything you could ever imagine. It's been quietly bubbling and brewing for hundreds of thousands of years, and now it's showing us signs that nobody has ever seen before. This isn't just another nature documentary story. This is about something that could affect every single person on Earth, and it's happening right now under one of America's most beloved national parks. The story begins with something that sounds almost magical. During the Christmas season of 2024, while families were opening presents and sharing holiday meals, something extraordinary was happening beneath the snow-covered landscape of Yellowstone. Deep underground, pressure was building. Steam was getting hotter. And then, in a series of small explosions that nobody saw coming, a new milky blue pool appeared in Yellowstone's Norris Geyser Basin, likely formed through mildly explosive events between late December 2024 and early February 2025. When park scientists discovered this new pool during their first survey since fall, they couldn't believe their eyes. It wasn't supposed to be there. The ground had been solid for years, and suddenly there was this perfectly round hole filled with mysterious blue water. The pool is about 4 meters across, which is about the size of a small room, and it appeared seemingly overnight like nature's own magic trick. But this isn't the first time Yellowstone has surprised everyone recently. Back in July 2024, something even more dramatic happened at a place called Biscuit Basin. Geologists say the underground blast at Yellowstone on July 23 was caused by a buildup of steam and hot water, which propelled rocks hundreds of feet into the air. Can you imagine being there when that happened? One moment you're walking on a peaceful trail, and the next moment, the earth literally explodes beneath your feet, shooting rocks high into the sky like a natural rocket launch. These aren't just random events. They're signs of something much bigger happening deep underground, something that scientists are now calling unprecedented. For the first time in history, we're getting a clear picture of what's really going on beneath Yellowstone, and it's more incredible and complex than anyone ever imagined. To understand what's happening now, we need to travel back in time. Yellowstone isn't just any ordinary place. It sits on top of what scientists call a supervolcano, which is exactly what it sounds like, a volcano so massive that it makes regular volcanoes look like tiny anthills. This supervolcano has erupted 3 times in the past, and each time it changed the entire planet. The most recent major eruption happened about 630,000 years ago in what's called the Lava Creek outburst, with previous eruptions including the Huckleberry Ridge eruption over 2 million years ago. When these supervolcano eruptions happened, they didn't just affect the local area. They covered huge parts of North America in ash, changed the climate around the world, and created the landscape we see at Yellowstone today. The caldera, which is the giant crater left behind by the last eruption, is so big that you can't even see its edges when you're standing inside it. It's like being inside a bowl that's 30 by 45 miles across. Most visitors to Yellowstone have no idea they're actually walking around inside a giant volcanic crater. The beautiful geysers, hot springs, and colorful pools that make Yellowstone famous are all powered by the incredible heat source that lies beneath this crater. But here's where the story gets really exciting. Since its most recent major eruption approximately 640,000 years ago, Yellowstone has remained geologically active, primarily due to the vast magma chamber beneath the caldera, which is estimated to contain around 4,000 cubic kilometers of partially molten material. That's enough molten rock to fill up millions of swimming pools, all sitting there beneath the park like a sleeping dragon. For years, scientists knew this magma chamber was down there, but they couldn't get a clear picture of exactly what it looked like or how it was behaving. It was like trying to understand what's inside a wrapped present without being able to open it. They could feel the heat coming up through the ground, they could see the geysers and hot springs it powered, but the actual magma chamber itself remained a mystery. That all changed recently when scientists made a discovery that's revolutionizing our understanding of Yellowstone. Using cutting-edge technology that's like giving doctors an X-ray machine that can see through miles of solid rock, researchers have finally been able to map what's happening deep underground. And what they found is absolutely mind-blowing. Scientists have discovered a breathing cap of magma located 2.6 miles below the surface, positioned between 3.5 and 4 kilometers below the northeastern part of Yellowstone. Think of this cap like a giant lid on a massive pressure cooker. This cap, made of magma, acts like a lid, helping to trap pressure and heat below it, and their findings suggest that the Yellowstone magma reservoir is actively releasing gas while remaining in a stable state. This discovery is huge because it helps explain why Yellowstone hasn't erupted recently, even though there's so much molten rock beneath it. The magma cap is like a safety valve that keeps everything under control. It's constantly moving and adjusting, almost like it's breathing, which is why scientists call it a breathing cap. This breathing motion helps release pressure gradually instead of letting it build up to dangerous levels. But the story gets even more interesting. Recent research has revealed that the volcanic activity beneath Yellowstone isn't staying in the same place. Scientists who surveyed the park's underground magma reservoirs have confirmed that the area where volcanic activity is likely to occur has shifted. It's like the magma beneath the park is slowly moving to a new location, setting up shop in a different part of the underground system. This shift in volcanic activity is unprecedented in recorded history. Despite the shifting volcanic activity, the eruption itself is still very far off, with research indicating that it could take hundreds of thousands of years before this new magma reservoir reaches the necessary heat and pressure levels. So while this discovery is incredibly exciting for scientists, it doesn't mean we need to worry about an eruption happening anytime soon. The technology that's making these discoveries possible is like something out of a science fiction movie. Scientists are using advanced seismic imaging, which works by sending sound waves deep into the earth and measuring how they bounce back. It's similar to how submarines use sonar to map the ocean floor, except these sound waves can travel through solid rock and reveal what's happening miles underground. They're also using computer models that are so sophisticated they can simulate what happens inside a magma chamber over thousands of years. These models help scientists understand how magma moves, how pressure builds up, and how the breathing cap responds to changes in the system below. What makes these recent discoveries so special is that they're giving us our first complete picture of Yellowstone's underground plumbing system. Scientists have now imaged the magma plumbing system that feeds the volcano completely for the first time. It's like finally getting a detailed map of a place you've only heard about in stories. The new blue pool that appeared over Christmas is just one small sign of all this underground activity. When scientists study these new thermal features, they learn about the pressure and temperature changes happening deep below. Each new pool, each small explosion, each change in geyser activity tells them something about what the magma system is doing. These hydrothermal explosions, like the ones that created the new blue pool and the dramatic blast at Biscuit Basin, happen when underground water gets heated to extremely high temperatures by the magma below. Eventually, the pressure becomes too much, and the superheated water and steam explode upward, creating new holes and pools on the surface. While these explosions might sound scary, they're actually a normal part of how Yellowstone releases energy. They're like tiny pressure relief valves that help keep the bigger system stable. Scientists are studying each of these events carefully because they provide valuable clues about what's happening in the magma chamber below. The monitoring systems at Yellowstone are more advanced than ever before. Scientists have seismometers that can detect the tiniest earthquakes, temperature sensors that track changes in hot springs, and GPS devices that can measure if the ground is rising or falling by even tiny amounts. All of this data is constantly being analyzed to build a complete picture of the park's volcanic system. What's particularly fascinating is how all these different systems work together. The magma chamber heats groundwater, which creates the geysers and hot springs. The pressure from the magma pushes against the overlying rock, sometimes causing small earthquakes. The breathing cap adjusts to changes in pressure below, And occasionally, when conditions are just right, hydrothermal explosions create new features like the mysterious blue pool. One of the most important things scientists have learned is that Yellowstone's volcanic system is much more stable than many people feared. The discovery of the magma cap and the understanding of how pressure is released gradually through various mechanisms suggests that the system has natural ways of preventing the kind of catastrophic eruption that happened hundreds of thousands of years ago. However, this doesn't mean scientists are becoming complacent. They continue to monitor every aspect of the system because understanding these processes helps them better predict what might happen in the future. Each new discovery, like the recent pool formation and the shifting volcanic activity, adds another piece to the puzzle of understanding this incredible natural system. The implications of these discoveries go far beyond just Yellowstone. Scientists are using what they learn here to better understand other volcanic systems around the world. The technology and methods developed for studying Yellowstone are being applied to volcanoes in places like Italy, Japan, and Indonesia, helping to improve volcanic monitoring and hazard assessment globally. For visitors to Yellowstone, these discoveries make the park even more amazing to experience. When you see Old Faithful erupting or walk along the colorful hot springs, you're witnessing the surface expressions of this incredible underground system that scientists are just now beginning to fully understand. Every geyser eruption is powered by the same magma chamber that created the new blue pool, and every hot spring is heated by the same underground furnace that's been operating for hundreds of thousands of years. The recent activity also highlights how dynamic and alive Yellowstone really is. This isn't a static, unchanging landscape. It's a living, breathing system that's constantly evolving. New pools appear, geysers change their behavior, and the underground magma slowly shifts and moves. These changes happen on timescales that are both incredibly slow from a human perspective and surprisingly fast from a geological perspective. Park scientists are now working harder than ever to understand these changes and what they mean for the future of Yellowstone. They're developing new monitoring techniques, creating more sophisticated computer models, and collaborating with researchers from around the world to unlock the secrets of this amazing place. The story of Yellowstone's underground activity is still being written. Each new discovery, each small explosion, each shift in the magma system adds another chapter to our understanding of this incredible natural phenomenon. The recent appearance of the blue pool and the ongoing research into the magma cap are just the latest developments in a story that spans hundreds of thousands of years. What makes this story so compelling is that it's happening right now, in real time, in a place that millions of people visit every year. You can actually go to Yellowstone and see the evidence of these underground processes with your own eyes. You can stand next to the new blue pool, visit the site of the Biscuit Basin explosion, and experience firsthand the power of the volcanic system that lies beneath your feet. The future holds even more exciting discoveries. As monitoring technology continues to improve and computer models become more sophisticated, scientists will undoubtedly uncover new aspects of Yellowstone's underground world. Each new discovery brings us closer to fully understanding one of nature's most impressive and complex systems. For now, the breathing magma cap continues its slow, steady rhythm deep beneath the park, the new blue pool continues to bubble and steam, and scientists continue their patient work of unraveling the mysteries of this underground giant. The story of what's stirring beneath Yellowstone is far from over, and the next chapter could reveal discoveries that are even more surprising than what we've learned so far. These discoveries remind us that our planet is still full of mysteries and surprises. Even in places we think we know well, like Yellowstone National Park, nature continues to amaze us with new phenomena and unexpected behaviors. The recent underground activity at Yellowstone is a perfect example of how much we still have to learn about the incredible planet we call home. As scientists continue their research and monitoring, one thing is certain: Yellowstone will continue to surprise and fascinate us with its underground secrets. The sleeping giant beneath the park may be quiet for now, but it's definitely not asleep, and the signs of its activity are becoming clearer and more interesting than ever before. This incredible story of underground discovery, mysterious blue pools, and breathing magma caps shows us that science is still uncovering amazing secrets about our world. Who knows what other surprises are waiting to be discovered beneath Yellowstone? The only way to find out is to keep watching, keep researching, and keep exploring the incredible mysteries that lie beneath one of America's most amazing natural treasures. So the next time you see footage of Yellowstone's geysers or read about new activity in the park, remember that you're witnessing just the surface signs of an incredibly complex and fascinating underground world that scientists are only now beginning to truly understand. The story of what's stirring beneath Yellowstone is one of the most exciting scientific adventures happening today, and it's still just getting started. If you found this journey into Yellowstone's underground mysteries as fascinating as I did, make sure to hit that like button to help more people discover these incredible scientific discoveries. Share this video with anyone who loves nature, science, or just amazing stories about our planet's hidden secrets. And don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you never miss our latest explorations into the world's most incredible natural phenomena. There are so many more amazing discoveries happening right now around the world, and I can't wait to share them with you. Thanks for joining me on this underground adventure, and I'll see you in the next video.